talk or read about home safety, you need to understand a group of words called modals. Modals are a special type of verb that modifies the meaning of the verb that follows them. For example, must is a modal that means that something is absolutely necessary. You don't have a choice. So, must have, you must have a driver's license to drive a car. It's absolutely necessary. Must be, you must be 21 years old to buy alcohol. Or, must register, you must register to be able to vote. Must means that something is absolutely necessary. You don't have a choice. Have to means the same as must. Have to is another type of modal verb. For example, you can use have to instead of must. You have to have a driver's license to be able to drive. Or, you have to be 21 years old to buy alcohol. Or, you have to register to vote. Let's take another look at that old electrical cord. If you have an old cord like this with a broken prong, or there's a wire exposed, you must throw it away to be safe. Or remember the poisons we talked about? You must lock the poisons up so that your children don't play with them. The next modal verb is should. Should is used to give a recommendation or to make a suggestion. For example, you should eat fruits and vegetables every day. Or, you should always come to class on time. Look at this. This is a fire extinguisher. What room in the house should you have a fire extinguisher in? You should have a fire extinguisher in the kitchen. There's not a law about this, so you can't use the word must, but it's a good idea. It's recommended, so you should have a fire extinguisher in your kitchen for safety. How about this? Bleach. This can be very dangerous or hazardous. It is unsafe if a child drinks or plays with this. If someone gets bleach in their eye, what should you do? You should call the Poison Control Center or 911. The label also says you should rinse your eyes out with water for at least 15 minutes. Should. Okay, let's do some review using these modal verbs must and should. Read the sentence. What word is missing? Must or should? Here's the first sentence. Which is correct? You should have a license to drive a car, or you must have a license to drive a car? The correct answer is must. You must have a license to drive a car. It is a law. Here's another sentence. Which is correct? You should not smoke in bed, or you must not smoke in bed? You should not smoke in bed. There is no law against smoking in bed, but it is advisable that you don't do it. You should not smoke in bed. It could be dangerous and cause a fire. Try this sentence. Which is correct? You should call 911 only for emergencies, or you must call 911 only for emergencies? Very good. You must call 911 only for emergencies. In fact, you can be arrested for calling 911 if it is not an emergency. Okay, here's your last sentence. Which is correct? You should read the label before using a household product, or you must read the label before using a household product. Very good. You should always read labels, so you should read the label before using a household product, especially if you haven't used the product before. You wouldn't use must in this sentence because it's not required that you read the label. It's only a good idea. You should do it.